Hey Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a little Smalland showcase. The community manager and product manager for Merge Games took a look at the game today, showcasing a bunch of stuff as they're pretty much showing this off at GDC, which is a big game conference going on at the moment. Smalland is looking great. It's absolutely got some great features. They focus a lot on building here. We see a little time lapse of what you can build. They talk about how you're going to have your main base up in the trees, but you'll have bases that you can go and build as outposts to get ready for maybe bigger fights against other creatures, and we're even going to see a little bit of combat against a cockroach as well as some flies. The environments look great. They look much more filled with foliage and more denser, and looks definitely like something fun and mysterious to explore. Obviously, you see these NPCs. We've seen a bunch of these shown off, and I've spoke about these time and time again now, showing off some of the Steam pages and the devlogs that they've been doing. So they've been giving loads of info, but this is the first time we've seen some more gameplay in a good few months. They did show off some uninterrupted gameplay in an interview at a gaming show just before Christmas, and this is the next set that they're doing. I've told you guys I was a bit concerned as the lead designer of the game has moved on, but it does look like Smalland is still coming along nicely. Hopefully we're going to get news about a beta very soon. But yeah, I love the base design. It's very, I would say it's very twee. It's very different from some other games, but I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's got like an old world feel, that hobbit-y feel, and you can even have a golf ball as a trophy. And you can see we've got some other bug trophies as well. So the scale of the creatures here are much bigger than what you find in games like Grounded, of course. We're definitely much bigger, so we're going to be maybe using more real world items rather than just components or scrap parts of it. But yeah, I'm liking the look of it as well. These base parts look great. I'm hoping that the grind for the pieces won't be too bad. And then you can see all the armor pieces here. We've got like the B armor here, which we're going to find out helps protect you against some poison damage when we come up against a cockroach. So yeah, different slots there. You've got different weapon slots, different armor slots, and then obviously quite a big inventory bag. And apparently this is the road biome. That's what they're literally calling it, fighting off some flies. The flies look pretty, I would say, big compared to a golf ball that we just saw a minute ago. I would say the flies are like massive king flies, but yeah, they look pretty dangerous. They move pretty quickly as well. Like you're definitely gonna have to use good kind of aim with a bow and arrow. And the cockroach is absolutely scary as hell with the way it just opens up its whole body and the arms and legs flailing everywhere. I do not want to come across too many of these guys. This could be the new thing to maybe get a mode to turn it off, which they aren't planning, by the way. They ain't gonna have any arachnophobia mode. But yeah, showing off at the Mix showcase, part of GDC stuff going on. So hopefully we're gonna get even more news soon, and hopefully news about beta and possibly release date. So the building is a tile system, very similar to other games that you've played in the past, like Ark or Conan. You'll construct your pieces inside your inventory, and then you'll have 10 pieces of wall, 10 pieces of ceiling, and then you can go and place them wherever you want. Unlike other games that might use a blueprint system. We still haven't really established why main bases will be in the trees as opposed to being able to have smaller ones elsewhere. Like they have said, they say it in the video, you can build absolutely anywhere pretty much, but your main base will be in the tree. Is that because it offers more protection against certain creatures, or is it because there's going to be a need to protect trees? I don't know, it's just a bit weird how the messaging has come across, and in the past when we've spoken about how important trees could be. But yeah, this is apparently even bigger than an outpost. Danny, the community manager, went a bit mad building this, and Ross was checking it out in the video. So it looks like this will be the main sort of build set. I don't know if we're going to get any others, whether or not there's going to be anything like stone that we'll be able to build, or any other kind of variations in the future. But there's definitely some character here with the pieces, like the pillars, the fences. It's very much more decorative than we've probably seen in other games, and I quite like that as well. If I was being super critical though, I would say Grounded suffered from it in the first stages, where everything was kind of green and kind of just made out of stems, and everyone got a bit tired of seeing it. And so when they added the mushroom pieces, it really added something more to the building choices you could have. So I'm kind of hoping that Smalland does have something like that in the future as well, where maybe if we do have stone, or maybe they just haven't spoken about it now, but some sort of different material to make it a bit different from the beige and browns we're seeing. Then we get a close look at the armor pieces, and you can see they've actually got temperature listed underneath them. So it doesn't say whether it's cold temperature or hot temperature, but I'm guessing it's going to be protective against maybe both. Maybe it'll help with cold and heat. Then you've got defense status and attack stats, and then you've got the equipment. And you can see there's control options on it. They're using control buttons from the Xbox scheme. By the looks of things, we've got 4 slots for weapons. We've got a slot there for our axe. Then we've got a slot for something just below it, which I'm not too sure what that is. Then we've got maybe like a bee stinger above it. Or that's the bow, of course it is. And then above that, is that another weapon? Is that kind of sword? So maybe 2 slots for tools, 2 slots for weapons, and then 4 slots for feet, legs, chest, and head. Nice and simple, doing the job. I guess that would all you really need. I guess maybe they'll add more info about what the armors might do in the future, or maybe there'll be somewhere you can get a description of whether or not some of them are going to offer more protection against poison, maybe full damage or anything like that. They have said in the past that lots of the bugs and the armors, they really will have a lot of abilities kind of associated with maybe what they're made out of. And then we've got the fight with the bugs as well again. You see stuff's popping up on the right hand side. So I'm guessing that's either utilising or losing arrows, I should say. We're using them. And then, yeah, you can see the damage numbers. Some of them are blue there. So does that mean that's the damage you're doing against you? Or is that the damage that your friends are doing against other bugs? Aiming with the reticle, you can see as well when it gets closer, it does look like we can get like a really good shot off maybe. Or it will definitely aim and do a lot more damage as opposed to pulling off one too quickly. And the red glow that you see, that is to indicate your friends. So you'll be able to see them anywhere on the map because that red glow will be indicated. So you'll be able to go and find them at any time. We'll also get a look at the food and water symbols on the left hand side as well. You can see there we've got the food, we've got the water in the circle. So that's a bit different. And I'm guessing the bar above the health and maybe the stamina is the temperature because it's obviously got an orange and a blue sort of light to it. And then we obviously see the combat moves and we can definitely see something that's affecting us. On the right hand side we've got like the kind of status effects from the cockroach and they are great. The character models look fantastic for some of these bugs. You know, I've always believed that Grounded have done some really fantastic animations with their bugs. But here, the cockroaches are looking equally as good in terms of how they move and yeah, really pretty scary. I really can't stand cockroaches, so I'm going to avoid them as much as possible. But yeah, the statuses, you can see they're stacking up as well. Well, it says we've got a heart, so that would normally take health damage. But because we've got armor on that negates poison, we're okay at the moment. Then you can see the weapon deals, so it's like a kind of radial dial where you'll be able to choose what you want and then switch quickly between your bow and arrow and maybe a sword. And I would say the armor's on the other side. They're definitely not bee armor, so it looks like it's wasp armor because it's slight differences in the colors and obviously the colors of the wings colors as well. So we definitely know that wasp armor is going to be a thing as well as bee armor. Or is that hornet armor? I'm not too sure. All in all, great to see more Smalland footage, stuff we haven't seen before, brand new fresh gameplay. I can't wait to delve into this even more. So I will be here every single step of the way. Go and check out the rest of the content I've already done on Smalland. And if you check out my main survival channel, you'll see an interview I had with the lead designer Kev Harrison and a bunch of other videos taking a look at Smalland in the past. I am going to leave the full description to this video. Go and check it out for yourself. You can hear the actual community manager Danny as well as the product manager Ross talking about what they're doing. And it's a great little video. So go and check it out. It'll be in the comment section. Until next time, rat bags, laters.